Okay, so today I will be talking about the 5 precepts. So I know today we're all observing the 8 precepts, but since the 8 precepts are a bit more difficult for our young children to understand, I wanted to just notch it down a little bit and make sure we understand our 5 precepts. So can anyone tell me what our 5 precepts are? Okay, go ahead.
They are nice things.
Like what? Okay, let's give you some time to think. Okay? Sean?
Don't kill, don't take stuff that are not given. Like, don't do like bad stuff, and don't lie.
Yeah, it's always in the correct order. Just a little bit mixed up on the last 2. Nishan, do you know any?
No drinking alcohol.
That's the 5th one.
Kill anyone.
No, what was it?
Don't kill anyone.
Don't kill anyone? Yes, that is part of the 1st precept. So since we have a bit of in each area, I will go down the list. Okay, so our 1st precept is to not kill animals. And by animals, this can mean any being. Humans, animals, any kind of beings. So you should always be nice to them because they're also in this world just like us. So do you all want to hear a story? A Jataka tale? So have you all heard of Nandivisāla? No? Okay, this is actually a very famous story that almost every child knows, but it's okay. Today you'll get to hear that story. So I will just give a brief summary about it. So there was once a very nice bull. He's very big in size, and he is white in coat, which means his exterior body is white, pure white. And he had an owner, a merchant. And this merchant loved his bull very much. Do you know what the bull's name was? Can you guess?
Ferdinand?
No, exactly not. That is the topic of a movie that we watched. It's a very ancient name. And this name you should remember. It's called Nandivisāla. What's the bull's name?
Nandivisāla.
Nishan?
Nishi.
What's the bull's name?
Nandivisāla.
Good job. Sean?
I don't want to say it.
Just say it how you remember it. Yeah, good. Nandivisāla. So this bull loved his owner very much, and the merchant equally loved his bull very much. One day, he wanted to, let's say, show off his bull, because his bull is very strong. And he wanted to show to the world that his bull is very strong. So what did he do? He tried to pay off from some kind of deal to some rich merchants. And he tried to tell them, oh, I will pay up this big amount for my bull to pull 100 carts. Is that possible? What do you think? Okay.
I think yes.
Yes, why?
If they're filled with something, I don't think he can do it, but if they're not filled with something, he can do it.
So what happens if these carts were filled with big boulders, big rocks? In 100 carts.
He can like slowly push it.
So you believe in it? Nishan? Do you believe in the bull that can pull 100 carts full of rocks?
No.
No? Sean?
No.
So this merchant was very eager to show off his bull, and he paid about 2,000 coins. This is back in ancient times, so dollars did not exist. So he went to his bull, and instead of speaking very kindly to his bull by expressing love, he spoke in a very mean voice and used aggressive words to talk to his bull. Now, what do you think? How do you think the bull felt when the owner used
Sad.
mean words?
Sad.
Nishan?
Yes.
What kind of words, how do you think the bull felt when the owner spoke mean words to him?
He felt good.
What was it? Okay.
He felt bad.
It's okay. Sean?
Sad.
Sad? Of course, because imagine if someone were to talk to you like that. Would you like it? No, right?
No.
So the bull felt very saddened by hearing those words. And because of that, he didn't want to pull those carts. Why? You know the reason why? Because his owner spoke very meanly to him, using harsh words. Then, because his bull did not pull the carts, the merchant asked for his money back because the deal was off. Now, the next day, the merchant's at his house. He's thinking, oh, I could not have my bull pull these carts. And what do you think the bull did?
He was being mean to the bird.
Not exactly. We could try. Nishan,
What?
what do you think the bull said to the merchant when he was at his house?
He said what? I was slaughtered.
Sean, what do you think?
He's probably said he didn't want to do it because how the person talked to the bull.
Yes, he was very saddened by the merchant's words, and he decided to talk with him about that. At least inform the merchant that you've spoken to me very harshly. And from this moment onwards, the merchant realized how aggressively and harshly he spoke to his bull. Because his bull, he treats him like his own child. Now, look at your mother. Your mother always speaks to you with very nice and kind words. Only if she's going to punish you for something you didn't do wrong, then she will use a little bit more stronger words, right? But even for your mother, you should respect her. Just like this, in the story, the bull respected his owner very much. And from that day onwards, the merchant realized that he should use more kinder words. What did the merchant realize?
He was being selfish to the bull.
And what did he think about his own son? John? What have you heard so far?
About the bull.
Do you remember the bull's name?
It started with K.
No.
No.
Started with an N.
Started with N.
Like your name. Your name is Nishan, right?
My name is Nishan.
Okay, I'm sorry. So the bull's name also started with an N. Do you remember what it was? job. Pay attention. Sean, you remember what the bull's name was? Started with an N.
You just heard me say it.
Let me say it one more time.
Nandivisāla.
Nandivisāla was the bull's name. It's the same day actually. He went to the merchant and with so much confidence in himself, he went to the merchant, the rich merchant who has lots of money, and said, I will pay you $2,000, 2,000 coins, to have my bull pull 100 carts. No, because since he's rich, he got the coins. He wanted it for himself. Because he was so sure that this bull this time would not pull the carts. But because the other merchant had spoken so nicely to his bull, the bull was moved by so much compassion and kindness that he was able to pull all 100 carts. So, what is the moral of this story that I just told you?
Don't say selfish words to people.
There's something else though. What do you think?
Realize what you do bad.
What was it?
Realize what you do bad.
Okay, you're on the right track. Sean?
Always be kind and say kind words to other people.
Yes, exactly. Precept is about, other than not to kill animals, not to harm them either. And this could be with actions, with your thoughts, and with your words. So it's always, the lesson is to always be mindful of either words, actions, or thoughts. Sean, what do you think our first precept was?
Don't kill and harm animals.
Can it be affected by our actions only?
Yeah.
What else can it be affected by?
Words.
What else? Your thoughts. Because even if a single thought goes out to even someone else or to an animal, they can feel it.
Even the thoughts.
Even the thoughts. Because animals are also very sensitive to words, to thoughts, to actions. So we always have to be mindful of that. We need to treat them as if we want to be treated the same. Is that okay with you guys? Okay. Now, what's our second precept?
No stealing.
Do you remember the Jataka tale that Kalyan just said to us?
That Roddy something was stealing seeds.
Yeah. You remember what kind of seeds it was?
Sesame seeds.
Good. Good. You're paying attention. Okay, so now what's our third precept? Sean?
Don't tell lies.
That's a fourth. What's our third?
Don't do bad.
In what?
Don't respect. Do not.
Yes.
Was it don't drink alcohol and stuff?
That's the fifth one. You got two precepts right though. What's the third one? Don't engage in any kind of misconduct.
What does that mean?
Means that you should try to respect yourself and others. Now, Sean, what was our fourth precept that you mentioned?
Don't lie.
Yes. So, what do you think it means to not lie?
Don't tell people like false news about stuff. Like just don't like tell people like stuff that are real.
Okay. What else can we get from that small precept? What do you think the Buddha wanted us to know about that precept? Other than spreading false rumors, which is true. There's one more thing. Okay? What do you think?
Don't drink alcohol.
That's the fifth one. We're on the fourth one right now.
So when you lie, I heard there was a wolf story when someone lied about a wolf, and like so he said there was a wolf trying to chase him, but there was no wolf. And then people heard about the lie, and there was a real wolf chasing him. He called out to the people again, but that time the people thought he was lying, and then they didn't catch him.
You mean the boy who cried on wolf, the famous American story. Good. So that is a similar story that mentions about how the boy who cried out wolf for 2 times and tried to trick all the villagers. But because the 3rd time he did it, no one believed him. You know why?
Because he lied 2 times.
And how did the villagers feel about that?
They felt embarrassed.
And did they help this boy out when the wolf actually came?
No.
Sean, what do you think? Have you heard this story before? What do you think the moral of that story is?
No lying. If you lie to people, you're not reasonable.
Yes. And there's someone else that you shouldn't lie to. You know who that is?
Our parents, teachers, and other grown-ups.
Yes, but mainly the parents.
Teachers, the grown-ups, and all the other people.
Yes, that's true. You shouldn't lie to any of those people, especially your parents, because they're the ones who help you bring you up and support you in all of your life choices. So whatever that goes on in your household and you maybe interacted with some bad things, do not lie at all times. Because when you lie, the consequences will follow you and will not be good. So who wants to say now our 5th precept?
Don't drink alcohol.
And there's something else. What else is it?
Don't drink other bad liquids like soda and stuff like that.
Soda, well, is not good for your health.
You could drink it sometime a day.
Sometime a day? Oh, wow, okay. Well, if you drink it sometime a day, how will it affect you?
When you drink all the sodas in one day, you get fat.
Wow, okay.
I am still an answer. Why are you laughing?
Yes, but soda will give you a lot of bad health conditions.
Yes, and you'll burp a lot. And you'll also have a heart attack.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you, Sean.
It was don't drink alcohol and don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol.
So why shouldn't you drink alcohol?
Because it's got poison.
Poison? Oh, okay.
But grown-ups drink it. Because they're bigger and they're stronger and they have abs.
Okay. But yes, we shouldn't drink alcohol, so we shouldn't take any intoxicating drinks, nor we should take any drugs.
Kids could drink
Soda not every day.
A healthy drink to drink is water.
Yes. Why is that?
Because it doesn't have any sugar. Yes, and it makes your life stay longer.
Oh, see.
And when your life stays longer, you could order anything, even an iPad.
So water can help you order an iPad?
Yeah, but it can damage an iPad as well. So then don't spill water on your iPad.
Okay. Thank you for your interesting comments, John. So, what is the importance of practicing the 5 precepts that I just mentioned?
You do what they say.
Not exactly. What do you think? Sean?
You're a good person because you don't do any of those. You are a good person because you're a good person because you plant seeds to make more oxygen.
Okay. I'm sure you learned in science class,
And
right?
I planted seeds and we learned something called photosynthesis and evaporation and all those funny words. Like geography.
Well, this is not a science class, though if you have a science discussion, you can discuss about photosynthesis later on. But the importance is to be a good Buddhist child.
So you can grow up and be a monk. You could grow up to be a gamer for an iPad.
Yes. But mainly to be a good child. Right? John?
Yes.
Are you paying attention?
Yes.
I think this will be all for today, Thank you very much for listening to my talk, and I hope I didn't speak too fast either.
That was a wonderful speech. Well done.
Thank you.
Hi, so I'm here in avatar form, but thank you all for listening to this Dhamma talk that I gave on the importance of the 5 precepts and why we should practice it every day. It is essential for every Buddhist child to know about this so that way they can live their lives following these precepts. I hope you all enjoyed the talk and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Buddha Saranai.